Whether you're a busy parent juggling dinner after work, a home cook who loves testing new recipes, or just someone tired of fighting with an unreliable stove, this might be the smartest upgrade your kitchen sees this year. It offers 5 radiant cooktop elements with turbo boil power, 7 cooking modes including air fry and true convection, and a sleek stainless steel design that looks as good as it cooks. And yes, there's a deal available right now. Check the link below if you want to see the latest promo, but don't click away just yet. In this full review, I'll walk you through how it's built, what it's like to actually use it every day, the real pros and cons from verified buyers, and whether this nearly $1,000 appliance is truly worth it or just another shiny disappointment. Up next, let's talk design, build quality, and whether this thing actually feels like a premium kitchen upgrade or not. At first glance, the Kenmore front control electric range makes a serious impression. This isn't a flashy, over-the-top appliance trying too hard. Instead, it has the kind of understated, pro-style aesthetic that fits right into both modern and traditional kitchens. The stainless steel finish is clean, neutral, and easy to match with other appliances. Whether your dishwasher and fridge are brushed metal or glossy black, it's the kind of look that says, "I take cooking seriously," without shouting for attention. But let's go beyond looks. One of the first things you'll notice is the front control panel. Unlike back control models that force you to reach over hot pots to adjust settings, this design brings all the knobs and buttons right to the front, which is not only more ergonomic, but also feels more upscale, like something you'd find in a commercial kitchen. The controls are physical knobs, which many home chefs still prefer for their precision and tactile feedback, especially when your hands are wet or greasy. Each dial moves with a solid click. There's no wobbly, cheap feel here. Moving to the cooktop, it features 5 radiant elements, including 2 dual ring burners. That's a big deal, because dual ring means you can match the burner size to your cookware. Whether you're using a small saucepan or a large Dutch oven, you're not wasting heat or dealing with scorched edges. And those 3,000-watt turbo boil elements? They're no joke. This thing brings water to a rolling boil in just a couple minutes. Perfect for pasta nights or blanching veggies when you're short on time. The oven door itself has a smooth, solid hinge with no rattling or gaps, and it includes a large window so you can actually see your food without opening the door and losing heat. Inside, you get 2 racks and halogen lighting, which is bright enough to keep track of everything from baked chicken to bubbling casseroles. The true convection fan is located in the back wall, and it's integrated with a 3rd heating element, not just air blowing around. That's important because it helps ensure consistent heat on every rack, and it gives you golden brown finishes that rival a countertop convection oven or even a high-end toaster oven. The unit stands just under 39 inches tall, with a standard freestanding build, meaning it slots right into your kitchen layout without special installation. One detail you might not notice right away, but you'll appreciate later, is the back indentation in the frame. It's designed to accommodate your power outlet, which sits behind the range. However, based on buyer feedback, if your outlet is too high on the wall, it could block the stove from sitting flush. You might need to lower the outlet or use a recessed box, so that's something to plan ahead for. Another design choice worth mentioning is the storage drawer at the bottom. Now, this one's a mixed bag. It looks sleek, but some users report that it feels flimsy and opens only halfway, making it hard to access what's inside. It also has to be emptied before you run a self-cleaning cycle, which is a bit of a hassle. For storing flat pans or baking sheets, it's fine, but don't expect heavy-duty functionality here. Now, build quality. While most reviewers praise the stainless steel body and heavy-duty components, like the oven door glass and smooth ceramic glass cooktop, there were a few concerns. One user received a unit with scratches and dents, particularly on the drawer, and another mentioned that the protective coating on the metal can feel greasy or hard to remove initially. Those seem like shipping or packaging issues rather than design flaws, but still, they're worth noting. Overall, the Kenmore doesn't just look like a premium appliance, it feels like one. From the firm, responsive knobs to the clean edges and even heat distribution, it delivers the kind of build you expect from a brand that's been trusted in American kitchens for generations. Next up, we'll dive into what really matters, how this range performs when you're actually cooking. From convection roasting to air frying and the dreaded cleanup afterwards, is this just a good-looking range, or does it really cook like a pro appliance? So, does the Kenmore front control electric range just look good on your kitchen floor? Or does it actually deliver when you fire it up? The short answer is, it does a lot, and it does most of it well. But as always, the devil is in the details. Let's start with the cooktop. You're working with 5 heating elements, including 2 powerful 3,000-watt turbo boil burners. These are game changers for anyone who's tired of standing over a pot waiting for water to boil. These burners hit high temps fast. Think roaring boil in under 5 minutes for a full pasta pot, and they're ideal for stir-frying in a wok, searing steaks in a cast iron pan, or just getting dinner on the table quicker. But it's not just about power. The dual ring design on 2 of the elements gives you control. You can scale the heat zone down for a small saucepan or crank it up for a larger skillet. This kind of precision helps avoid common kitchen headaches like scorched sauces or undercooked centers. One user even said their brother, who used to curse at his old range, has stopped swearing entirely. That's high praise. The oven brings even more versatility. With a 4.8 cubic feet capacity, it's large enough for a full turkey, multiple trays of cookies, or a deep lasagna and side dish all at once. But what really sets it apart is the true convection system. Unlike basic convection settings that just push hot air around, Kenmore uses a third heating element behind the fan. That means more consistent temperatures, better browning, and shorter cook times. Your roasted vegetables get crispy edges without being dry, and your baked goods rise evenly. No more rotating pans halfway through. Then there's the air fry function, and this one's a crowd favorite. It comes with its own basket, and unlike smaller countertop units, this one gives you real space to spread things out. More airflow equals crispier results. Several users mentioned air frying burgers, fries, chicken wings, you name it, without smoke or greasy mess. One buyer said they air fry almost everything now, and another said it replaced their old unit completely. There's also a keep warm function, delay start, and even steam clean and self-clean modes. Steam clean is perfect for small messes and cuts down on harsh chemicals. Self-clean handles the big jobs, but as mentioned before, remember to empty the bottom drawer before activating it. Forgetting can result in a smoky mess, or worse. The broil mode gives you intense top heat, perfect for melting cheese, finishing off casseroles, or getting that nice char on vegetables and meats. Unlike older broilers that heat unevenly, this one uses the convection element to circulate air even during broiling, giving you faster, more consistent results. Now, it's not all perfect. One buyer mentioned burning a batch of cookies on their first try, likely due to how quickly and efficiently this oven heats. There's a learning curve here. You might need to lower your usual cooking times or adjust rack positions until you get the hang of it. Also, the convection fan stays on after the oven is off, which is actually a good safety and cooling feature. But it can be surprising if you're not expecting it. Another user appreciated the hot surface indicator lights for the cooktop, especially helpful if you tend to forget that a burner's still warm. Temperature control is another strong point. Several reviewers commented on how accurate and stable it is, especially compared to older models that ran hot or cooled too fast. When you set it to 350 degrees, it stays there. Not 375, not 325. That kind of consistency is crucial if you're baking delicate pastries, roasting meats to a perfect medium, or just tired of checking and rechecking your oven thermometer. Lastly, noise level. Aside from the convection fan hum, it's surprisingly quiet. There's no loud clicks, beeps, or mechanical groans that make you want to leave the kitchen while it's running. That's a big plus for open kitchens, or if you're cooking while the kids are doing homework nearby. So, does it perform like a pro? For most home cooks, absolutely. Between the power, the flexibility, and the thoughtful features, this range is more than capable of handling everyday meals and special occasions alike. Up next, let's break down what it's like to actually live with this range, from how easy it is to clean, to day-to-day usability, and the small annoyances that no one tells you about until it's too late. Owning a high-performance range is one thing, but living with it every day, that's where a lot of appliances show their true colors. Fortunately, the Kenmore front control electric range does a lot right in terms of usability and ease of maintenance, though it's not without quirks. First, let's talk about the user interface. The front control design isn't just good-looking, it's intuitive. Having all the knobs and buttons in front means you're not leaning over boiling pots or dealing with steam in your face just to adjust the temperature. The knobs turn smoothly with good resistance, giving you a sense of control, not guesswork. Unlike touch panels that can be frustrating with greasy fingers or under poor lighting, these controls work every time. The oven display is clear and simple. No excessive digital menus, just clean, straightforward options like bake, broil, air fry, and convection bake. For a mature audience that values functionality over gimmicks, this is a big win. When it comes to cleaning, Kenmore offers two approaches: steam clean and self-clean. The steam clean setting is your go-to for light spills. Maybe a pie bubbled over or cheese slid off a frozen pizza. You pour a small amount of water inside, activate the setting, and it softens residue without harsh fumes or sky-high heat. It's great for weekly upkeep. Now, if your oven needs a deeper clean, the self-clean mode takes care of baked-on messes by incinerating them at high heat. But here's the catch. You absolutely need to empty the bottom storage drawer before activating it. More than one reviewer found out the hard way that leaving items in the drawer can lead to melting plastic or smoke. Speaking of that drawer, it's one of the weaker aspects of the design. Multiple users mentioned that it feels flimsy, shallow, and hard to open. Some even received units where the drawer was dented or the sliding mechanism was stiff. It also only opens halfway, making it tough to reach anything stored in the back. If you were hoping to use it for regular access to pots or pans, this might be a letdown. The cooktop surface is a smooth ceramic glass, which has its pros and cons. On the plus side, it's sleek, modern, and easy to wipe down, as long as you clean it regularly. One user pointed out that it's important to use a proper ceramic cooktop cleaner and a non-abrasive pad to avoid scratching. Over time, if you let residue build up or use the wrong tools, the glass can get cloudy or stained. So yes, it's easy to maintain, but only if you stay on top of it. Another small but smart detail is the hot surface indicator lights. These let you know when the burners are still warm, even after you've turned them off. For anyone who's accidentally touched a burner too soon or lives in a household with kids or older adults, this feature adds a solid layer of safety. One issue some buyers ran into during setup: the electrical plug doesn't come included. That's standard for many large appliances, but it's something people often overlook. A few reviewers noted they had to reuse their old plug or wait to have a new one installed by a professional. Also, the rear clearance might be affected by your outlet placement. If the outlet sits too high on your wall, the range may not push back flush with the wall. You might need an electrician to lower the outlet or use a recessed box, which is a hassle if you weren't expecting it. And while most of the materials feel solid and premium, some buyers received units with cosmetic issues out of the box, like scratches, dents, or a greasy coating on the stainless steel. This appears to be more about shipping and handling than the product itself, but it's still frustrating. Several people also struggled with registering the warranty online, citing website glitches and unhelpful customer service lines. That's something to be aware of if peace of mind is important to you. Still, in day-to-day use, the Kenmore proves itself user-friendly. The oven interior is well lit thanks to a bright halogen light, and it's large enough to accommodate almost any dish. Rack movement is smooth, and the door seals tightly without slamming. The fan noise during convection or cooling cycles is noticeable, but not intrusive. Think soft whoosh, not vacuum cleaner. So, while it's not perfect, the drawer is disappointing, and setup might require a bit more planning, the overall user experience is efficient and low maintenance. If you're upgrading from an older range or switching from gas to electric, you'll likely find the Kenmore refreshingly easy to live with. At the end of the day, the Kenmore front control electric range isn't just another pretty appliance. It's a genuine workhorse for your kitchen. With a powerful cooktop, consistent oven performance, true convection, and even an air fryer built right in, it's a serious upgrade for anyone who cooks more than once a week. Whether you're preparing quick weeknight meals or hosting holiday dinners, this range has the power and flexibility to keep up. Sure, it's not perfect. The storage drawer feels like an afterthought, and if you're not prepared for the outlet setup, installation could be more frustrating than it needs to be. Warranty registration and packaging issues also suggest that Kenmore, and possibly their retail partners, have room to improve when it comes to customer support and quality control. But if you're judging purely by performance, usability, and value at this price point, it's hard to argue against it. For under $1,000, you're getting precision cooking, true convection, air frying, self-cleaning, and a build quality that most competitors can't match in this range. It's not just an appliance, it's your kitchen assistant. And if you're coming from an older range that couldn't hold temperature, took forever to preheat, or left your food soggy or scorched, this will feel like stepping into a whole new world. If you value performance and versatility, and you're ready to upgrade without crossing the $1,000 mark, the Kenmore is a very strong contender. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever used a range with air fry built in? Would you switch from gas to electric for better precision? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if this review helped you out, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe for more honest kitchen gear reviews, and share your favorite kitchen hack in the comments. I love seeing what works in real homes.